Paul Tanner is an artist.
Most artists, they want everyone to see their work.
With his paint and brush, he can create a masterpiece.
I have a little bit different approach.
Different because Paul Tanner's most brilliant work, he hopes you'll never see.
I make ears, eyes, and noses for cancer survivors.
Tanner's studio is a laboratory where waxes, silicones, and paints come together to give back what surgery has taken away.
11 years ago, they found it. It was growing around my eyeball.
Vern Royal lost his eye to cancer, not just the eye itself, but everything surrounding it.
Just an eye socket. It's pretty ugly.
And pretty uncomfortable for Vern when he's out in public. It's something everyone notices, the scars of his cancer plainly written all over his face.
It's the worst case scenario that I could ever imagine.
What Vern couldn't imagine was a way to fix it, a way to feel whole. Then he met Paul Tanner.
Now you can't wipe the smile off of your face either, can you?
Tanner's methods are surprisingly low-tech. It's more craft than technology.
We kind of have to have a scientific mind, but be creative with art.
He makes a mold of a person's existing features, such as an ear, then copies it to replace the one that's missing. In the case of a nose, he relies on pictures.
And I'll sculpt it as close as I can to whatever they had.
There aren't many artists like him. Tanner is one of a handful in his profession. He always knew he was good at art, but how do you get from this to making body parts? It was when a relative lost an ear.
I remember thinking, who makes those?
And he realized he could.
And I thought, that'd be a really neat profession. I can use my art to help people.
And that's what he's done as part of the team at Utah's Huntsman Cancer Center. Tanner works with all types of patients. The youngest,
he was 5 years old. Now the oldest is a lady who I made a nose for, and she was 94 years old.
Tanner puts on the final touches with the prosthetic in place.
We can tweak it from there and add some external paint to get something that's really realistic.
Every fleck of gold in Vern Royal's blue eyes will be there. His new eye and the surrounding look-alike skin all secured by small magnets so they stay put.
The idea is that it's being concealed and you don't know that they're missing a part of their face.
Part of what makes the prosthetic so good is Tanner specializes in making artificial skin. Not the plastic-looking stuff from years ago. Tanner's techniques produce creations that are as real as it gets.
Let's say you had a flashlight and you put your hand over the flashlight. You have kind of a red color to it, so you can tell it's translucent.
A quality that's tough to match.
It's hard to make something organic-like from a machine.
That's why every piece of skin Tanner creates is done by hand. Each freckle a stroke of Tanner's brush, each wrinkle carefully carved. Painstaking work that takes some of the pain out of being a cancer survivor.
She's just making it look so real. It's unbelievable.
Your face new eye! I know. I'm so excited.
Nobody notices it, and they're really surprised because they know it's there, but nobody else does.
And never getting noticed is this artist's greatest achievement.